Hey guys, what's up? I want to make a video because I was I was doing something and I realized something. So that's how we're gonna start off with. No, it's about it's about tarot cards, okay? It's about how, there's a certain way of doing them, there's a certain way of how they're looked at, how people can take them, okay? Technically, they say tarot cards are a sin, right? So I'm going to explain how that is, pretty much, because I get it. Okay, so I can read tarot cards. I can do spreads, and I can do it for other people, and I can do it for myself, and all that. Obviously, I have videos and whatever. So I just want to say, people that watch, and I've done it. I'm going to go into that. People, I just want you to know that if you are a person that reads tarot cards, never believe everything that they say, okay? And I mean the good ones too, okay? Because when you're reading tarot cards, you're reading energy. You're feeling energy. You're feeling energy of what it feels like through the cards, but you can also intuitively feel it, or you can read what the cards mean, knowing the meanings, okay? So most people go by the feeling of the cards, of the energy of tapping into you, pretty much, or your zodiac sign, or however they do it, So, one, not everything resonates with everybody. So if you're listening to a general reading, there's stuff that's not going to resonate in your life, and people try to make it happen, even if it's bad. Like, people would try to fit, I've done this, okay? This is how I can also explain it, okay? So it's like people that are watching it for their boyfriends or girlfriends, which is usually what it is. You're being one of those crotch watchers that I've heard. Crotch watchers, it's a cross watcher. So I would watch Capricorn or whatever if I was going to be doing it. And it's not like I don't. But anyways, the point is that they could be saying, oh, there's a third party situation, da da da, and automatically you're like, oh my God, he's cheating on me, she's cheating on me, I knew it. Even if you suspected it, then it's kind of whatever. But if you have no idea and you're listening to a third party situation, you automatically think of another person. And if they don't say anything about the third party situation being another energy that is blocking your connection, it could be the energy of one of the people not being balanced with you, not being in alignment with you. It can be the energy of them focused, you or them focused on work, and that's your energy. You don't have that whole wanting to focus on a relationship or a connection, stuff like that. It can always be an energy of, oh, maybe they have something going on with their family. It's just they're not paying attention to, not necessarily you, but they have other things that are going on in their lives that are blocking them from being able to step forward to be able to work something out with you or something. Okay? So a lot of people will get mad at their boyfriends and girlfriends and automatically think that they're cheating on them just because a tarot reading said that. I am a tarot reader that does it for healing. I help with people's traumas. If their passed over loved ones come through reading, it can also heal them, letting them know they're okay or something like that. And people can be like, oh, well, how are you? How do I know you're not lying and everything? I'm going to be honest. There are readers out there that are liars. They just want the money for the readings. And they could definitely be able to read the cards, but there doesn't mean that they're not purposely putting drama in there, because there's always going to be somebody watching that is going to be suspecting somebody cheating on them. Think about it. So, people do it every day, and it's not even through a tarot card, So if you already suspect it and you go on to their zodiac tarot reading and yours, and there's something about cheating, just because the person wanted to throw it in there to get more viewers and to get more money through personal readings, then there you go. So I'm trying to tell you, if you really don't resonate with what they're saying for your zodiac, and you kind of know that it doesn't with the other person too, That's why they say you can listen to your moon and rising signs, which if you look them up on like birth charts, you can find them. Your moon sign is pretty much your emotional state, and your rising sign is pretty much also called ascendant sign. Alicia, if you're watching this, yes, you were right. I messed up. Yes, I got it wrong. Your rising sign is also your ascendant sign. Wait. Yeah. But I don't use the word rising. I say moon sign and ascendant. So whatever is. But I think I think that's what we were talking about. Anyways, so your ascendant sign is pretty much how you present yourself into the world. Okay, so I'm an Aquarius for my ascendant. Aquariuses are about networking. They're about people. They're about like hippie, like gypsy kind of looking people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're just weird. They're just weird. Then you have my Gemini side, which is my sun. And then my moon is Aries, which I have really bad impulses. I've gotten really better at it, but my impulses now I don't react. You know what I mean? Like, now I literally will stew and stew and stew and stew until I'm about to fucking boil and just, I'm not as mean. I don't really say mean things. I might say fucked up things, but I'm not really mean. But if you piss me off to a point where there's no return, I think that my intuition is literally telling me to be fucking say things that either aren't true or have gone through my head, or out of spite. That's how it used to be. I don't get really impulsive now. That was another thing I wanted to talk about, but this is the tarot reading card. So, so impulses are Aries, stubborn, fiery energy, anger, So my emotional moon sign isn't fun, but I am very good at emotionally regulating myself. So sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. What is it? The bull? No, it's Taurus. A ram? Or is that Capricorn? I don't know. It's some kind of fucking animal that has horns. I don't know. Anyways, pretty much what I'm trying to say is you can listen to those other ones too, and it might resonate with you better. Okay? It doesn't always have to be your sun sign. If you want to listen to all three, you can do that too and try to get a feel, if you can, without assuming, blaming, like any of that. If you can listen to all of them and kind of put it together, kind of if you were doing a dream interpretation, if you take all the little pieces and you can put it together, you can kind of make a story, like a chapter, like a book, like you can. But some people can't do that, and some people just assume things and get mad. And it's the same thing with dreams. If your boyfriend's cheating on you in a dream, or your girlfriend's cheating on you in a dream, you automatically wake up mad at them. I've had a boyfriend literally call me screaming at me, and I'm just like, the fuck are you talking about? Like, I'm at work. I can't be doing this right now. Like, I gotta get out of here. Like, and I looked it up one day. This is before I knew how to dream interpretate, and I'm like, what is it? It was if you think somebody's cheating on you, it's like you're cheating yourself out of something. Like, you're denying yourself or not letting yourself receive something. It's like pretty much, like you're cheating yourself out of something. So yeah. And you can have dreams that have ex-boyfriends in it, or, whatever. And it doesn't mean you're supposed to go back to them. It doesn't mean that, your dreams are not what they are. They can be, but certain situations, it's pretty much your subconscious and your spirit guides just trying to get your attention. Because then you're like, huh. And then if you think to look up a dream or try to figure it out, or you can already on your own, then they got through to you and that dream will go away. There's healing too. Like, I know somebody that will have rape dreams every night from their ex. Like, crazy. And I'm like, dude, you're not healing, like, your trauma from, that shit. It's like, But you can't keep complaining about something if you're not going to fix it. So That's what I've came to realize a long time ago, a while now. Like, stop fucking complaining about it if you're not going to do anything about it. So, anyways, tarot reading. I have listened to tarot. I only listen to certain readers because there's other readers that are either cocky, they're just stupid. Like, not stupid, I'm not going to call them stupid. They're just cocky. I don't like their personality. I don't like the way they read the cards, and I don't look at it as a healing thing. And like I said, you have the ones that kind of are drama, and then if you know your situation and they're saying something and like talking shit, like, it's like, no, that's not how it is. Like, okay, so again, say I was looking at Capricorn and they would be talking about me in that situation, and they're saying all this shit, and I'm like, that's not even true, you know? So you can even understand who's real or who knows how to do it well. This is pissing me off that this is like straight and this is like not. But anyways, so it's like bothering me looking at it. No, but yeah, so I'll listen to theirs and it will be saying all this shit, and I'm like, that's not true though, and I'm not doing that. And like, what? Even if you listen to their moon sign and their ascendant sign, if you know it, and you can listen to your Venus sign as well, which is the planet of love and values and beauty, like all that stuff, which is what we're moving into from Gemini. So we're going into an age of, we're going through the Great Awakening, but that's, I think, going to be into Taurus. But we are moving into Taurus, so people are actually going to start getting their shit together with what they finding out what they value, what they really want, what love is to them, how they see commitment, how they see marriage, like stuff like that. Like, just, it's about values. Anyways, you can look up your birth chart and do all that. There's so much on your birth chart that you can figure out for yourself. I like the Chiron, and I like the North Node and South Nodes. That's what I'm good at. Well, no, that's what I like. We'll say that. I was going to do a twin flame project with that, but hopefully I'll do it. Because that was exciting to me when I was actually studying to do that. But then your passions can die sometimes when shit happens. Aw, the baby boy. Anyways, yeah, so he snores just like his daddy does. So, can you not? Oh my god. Anyways, so, yeah, so you, like, know, you know what I mean? So then you can actually, like, know that what they're saying for you isn't always true. You know what I mean? Like, it could be like, oh, they're manipulating you, blah, blah, blah. But they're talking about you on somebody else's, and you're like, no, I'm not. Like, that's not it at all. But that's the energy that they're feeling, or that's around them. But they can feel the other energies around you, so whatever. You know, if you hear about two energies, it could be about another person, and you know, they go by zodiac signs, but it doesn't mean that it has to be a person with that zodiac sign. It just means that's the energy. Oh, the baby boy, he's so cute. It just means that that's the energy of that person or the situation or whatever it is. So, anyways, what I want to explain is how don't always believe tarot readings, okay? Even the ones that do healing work still can say things that aren't true, even though they can be true and resonate with your situation. They can be wrong at the same time. Because again, you're not all your sun sign. You can be all those other signs. And one of them can resonate more. This is what I want to say. If you're into this, if you understand it, if you know that you're walking this path, okay? Oh, another thing I want to say is if something is going on with your person in whatever, if something is happening with your person and it is true and it bothers you, you need to, and I hate saying this because it's hard, it is, I understand. If you hear, you know, they want to be with you, but they're in a marriage and like da 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 da, and you get pissed off, you need to understand. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. You have to go and move on with your own life and keep going. You can not have to leave that person behind, but don't hold on to them if they're in a situation that they can't really get out of. They can, I mean, if they choose not to get out of in order to be with you. Okay? Everybody is living their own life. Everybody is living their own spiritual journey. Everybody has their own spiritual path. And they set it up before they even came into this world in order to learn the lessons that they had to and clear their karmic debt from other past lives. So, and if you don't believe that, everybody has a life that they need to live. And everybody needs to have their own experiences. And by the decisions that we have made up until this point in day and age, and right now, like the choices that I have made my entire life have brought me to who and where I am in my life today. And that's how it is with everybody else. So everybody has their own shit that is going on. Everybody has their own shit that they've been through that have brought them to that point. You might not align with that person at that time and point. Again, energies change. So you could listen to a reading that says all this bad stuff is going to happen, and then you believe it, or you know, whatever, listen to it, and then like a couple hours later, the best thing in your life happens because that energy change. Like literally, it's going by energy. Readings are going by energy. There's not fucking future psychic fucking fortune tellers, and it's not like that. I want you to understand that it's about the energies that are around you and how you're feeling at that time and point when you listen to your reading. You can also find a reading that's been years ago, and they're all timeless. Time is linear. There's no such thing as time, even though unfortunately as human beings we have to go by time. We don't have to, but that just is how it is. We rely on time, and it sucks. But they're timeless. So if you are drawn to something that is from 2008 and it says, and the title is something that resonates with you, listen to it. Okay, take whatever resonates and leave what doesn't. And everybody that is real should be telling you that. There's like one reader that I love. She's so weird. Her readings are like phenomenon kind of things. Like it's like sketchy, like alien, but it makes sense. If you understand, it makes sense. Like she's never wrong for me. Never. And she's weird, like, you know, and I can understand her point of view, and it's so weird how she does it, but she's so unique. I love her. Like, she's amazing. If you want to go check her out, her name is Sans Tarot. S-A-N-S. It's like S-A-N''S because her name is San. And she gets right into it, and it's just so interesting how she does her I love her. She's probably my favorite, honestly. Like, honestly, she's like my favorite. She's just weird. Anyways, so, she's so weird. I like get so pumped when she has hers. I have a couple that are like my favorites. But she's my ultimate. She doesn't do readings like every day. Never mind. Whatever. So anyways, yeah. What was I saying? Hold on. I honestly don't remember what I was saying, but I do remember. Okay. Law of attraction. Ready? If you believe enough into these readings and you obsess over them, I remember what I was going to say, and you obsess over them and you believe them and you listen to them every day over and over and over and you take everything they say in, it is going to create your reality to be that. Because that's what your subconscious is picking up on. That's what you're believing. That's what your beliefs are becoming. So that's what's going to start happening, okay? You have to realize that. So if instead of feeding into what that's saying, or you can take what it's saying and change the energies by changing how you think, okay? Just because you're in the whole zodiac thing does not mean that other people aren't going to be doing the same exact thing as you, but in different ways and all of that. And there's infinite possibilities in this universe. So you need to understand what you believe from these tarot readings is what you're going to create. So people will be like on these tarot readings and they'll comment and they'll be like, oh my God, it resonates so much. This person did this, and this going on in my life. And it's like at the same time, like, yeah, but you're listening and believing to these every day, and you're listening into believing what another person says, and what they're saying, you're going to create in your own reality. And that's why they say take what resonates and, whatever doesn't. Readings can literally drive people crazy. And this is where the sin comes in my opinion, okay? Because I've been through this. So people can have an addiction to readings, and I probably still do, in some sort of way. I've literally had to like make myself like not listen to readings because I was creating my reality to be like that. It wasn't fun. I don't understand. So that's like how I look at it as a sin. Because if you're believing it and you're not using your own intuition that God is trying to come through and tell you himself, so you're pretty much, instead of idolizing him, you're idolizing either the reader, what the cards are saying, the person that you're fucking freaking out about, and that's why you're like obsessively listening to their stuff. That's where the sin comes in, again, in my opinion, because you're not trusting in him and you're not listening to what he's trying to say, and you're making yourself go crazy about stuff that you don't even know is legit true, but you're making it true if you continue to keep doing it. So when people are like, oh my God, I'm always like, yeah, but I do it too. Beyond that, okay, what I was going to say, if people believe this, if you're on like a love journey or whatever, and you listen to like DF readings or twin flame readings or whatever, or if they resonate with you, like literally, like if you're in separation with somebody, I do it because when I'm in separation with the person that is he is my twin flame. He is. There's no way, like, because I've had false twin flames thinking, and it's like nothing compared to nothing. Like, you will know. You'll know. I can't even elaborate on that. It's just. Okay, let's go. So, if you see a reading that says like DM to DF, it's your divine masculine talking to the divine feminine. So it will be an intuitive message from somebody channeling through them onto, whatever. And it can be crazy what it says, because there can be details in it where you're like, oh my God, like that's fucking crazy. Like it'll be like, oh, I'm waking up at, I'm on my way to work at so-and-so and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, but he does that. Like, so like you can actually like believe those. Those are completely different than like a reading. But again, people will comment and be like, he doesn't feel that way about me, or she did this to me, so why is she saying that? And then they'll be like, if you love me so much, then you would be with me. Again, everybody's on their own spiritual path, and they can't be with you at that time for whatever reason. It's about divine timing. It sucks. You have to learn patience, but it is what it is. So those readings are fun. I like those readings because they're fun. And, like, they're, like, written. It's, like, 3-minute fucking message real quick. You know what I mean? If you listen to twin flame readings, this is what I don't understand from people, though. People will bitch and complain. He did this to me, la la la, like, he cheated. He went back to his toxic karmic relationship. He won't leave. Like, it's just a narcissist, blah, blah, blah. It's like, so why are you listening to the readings then? I can understand if you believe somebody is your twin flame and you're like, yeah, they did this and that. Okay, a lot of people can confuse themselves with what a twin flame is and what a narcissist is, or what a twin flame relationship is and what a narcissist empath relation is. You can get confused with that, and that's not fun. That sucks. But, and then if you, never mind, I'm not going to go into that. But there's people, and I don't understand, because they're like bitching and complaining, and I'm just sitting there, I don't really read the comments, but you can see like the first one, like even a couple words, and they're like already bitching about their person, and it's like, then why are you listening? Like, oh, I broke up with him, I'm done with him, like I already met somebody else, then why are you listening? Why are you bitching? I don't know why people put comments anyways, but I know people like to be offended and say their piece. Not even piece, they just want to complain. There you go. What do you think you're creating in reality? Everybody's doing it differently, though. So, I'm just like sitting there like, why? Why even comment? One. And two, why watch it if you're over this person? Okay? I don't understand that. I don't say, honestly, the only time I've ever even put down my person, and I haven't even really put him down, is that I was so sick of seeing these people say this, that literally, this might cut off and I might have to do another fucking thing. I hate that. I have to figure that out. Whatever. The only time I've done it once is because people were all like, saying how much, like, you know, like they'll listen to a thing. I don't even know. It could be a tarot reading or it could be a channel. I don't remember what it was, but it was saying how, like, you know, they were like, whatever. And I saw these people, you have like the lovey-dovey ones and then you have like the hateful ones, okay? I did a mix. So I'm seeing all these people be like, I'm waiting for you to da-da-da-da, you know, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, okay. So I commented once and I was just like, oh, no. It was saying that your person was in pain. Like, they're hurting. You know what I mean? Like, what's going on is hurting them. They're sad, depressed, whatever. And I'm sitting there. All these people are like, it's okay, baby, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Like, they did that to us. We went through, I mean, okay, I'm going to talk for myself. I went through what they're going through now. Still have been way longer than they have, and they're finally figuring it out after I was in pain for, you know, and it's like, that's fine. That's how it happened. You can't go back to it, so can't really complain about it. If they get it, they get it. If they are in pain, they're in pain. Like, but it's like, dude, like, you're totally not even caring about yourself. Like, so I go on there and I'm like, I literally said, good. Like, my first word was like, good, I'm glad that they're finally doing it. You know what I mean? Like, but I also said, like, I'm not saying that I don't love my person. I was just saying, like, it's not justice. It's not fairness. It's just like, I went through it for so long. Like, I want you to see how it feels. Not in a bad way. Just, I want you to see how it feels, not in a revengeful, spiteful way. I want you to understand how it feels so you can understand the dynamic or what it really is or how you're actually feeling but you're repressing. Do you get what I mean? So I'm sitting there like, I don't know why you guys are all like this, like all lovey-dovey, like, oh my God, like, they hurt you. Like, and I'm saying, like, yeah, my person hurt me too, and I'm glad that he's going through what he's going through because now he knows what I went through. I don't want him to have to go through that, but they have to. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't understand. It's like, I'm literally, like, explaining, like, yeah, I don't want him to have to go through that and everything. I don't want him to feel that way, but at the same time, like, he hurt you in so many ways, and it's like, you walk away and that's when they hurt. And these people are like, and I'm like, what? Like, they put you through hell. And you're just like all lovey-dovey, like, oh, I'm so sorry you're going through that. Fuck that. go through that. Feel your feelings like they should, even for their own emotional like health. I don't want my person to feel that way, but if it makes him grow, or if it's good for them at the end of the day, and it's, I mean, I went through it. I know if you go through your feelings and you do the healing work and you know, whatever, like, you get it more. Like, it's just different. Then you have the ones, and I hate these, that literally are like, and I'm not talking about like the ones I was just talking about. Like, I'm talking about the ones that like literally like are talking, like, in that one too. They're talking to the message. And I do sometimes, depending. Or it's something like you want to hear. You know what I mean? It'll say like, oh, I blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, yeah, me too. Imagine, like, you know, because whatever. So, but then you have the people that are like legit all love. Like, and I look at it and I think it's pathetic. And I don't know how to take that about myself, because if a person can be that lovey-dovey with somebody, I don't know their situation. Their DM or their person or DF could have been amazing to them. They could have had a relationship for 5 years, seeing each other every day and then separating. That's completely different from my situation. So maybe that makes more sense for that person to be able to be like that, right? And if you were shown that for a long time from your DM, DF, it makes more sense for you to be able to do that. I guess whether you get hurt or not, you know? Or if you're still naive or whatever. But when I think about it, I think it's pathetic. So does that mean I think love is pathetic? Like, you're kind of like lining those two up. And then you think to yourself, okay, well, if I think love is pathetic, then is that what I'm attracting? Pathetic things that, pathetic love. You know what I mean? Because that's how I'm looking at love. Right? So I'm thinking, and I'm like, yeah, but it's just like, ugh. So I'm also repelling and not letting somebody in that's romantic. Okay? So I'm thinking about it. I'm like, huh. Because my person is all those things, but because I'm like looking at this stuff, and I have thought of this many times, but I'm just like, how do I really look at love? Like, I would just feel it feels embarrassing. I don't know. I would feel embarrassed about saying all this. I don't know. It's just weird. It's just weird to me. Like, especially like doing it on YouTube and like making comments. I've only made a couple comments on a couple things, and it's like with that